Hi, and welcome back to the Ultimate Decades Challenge. This is Christy, and we are starting off at the war camp. So we did our enlistment last episode, and here we actually have Summer Holiday who has joined us, and she is the nurse. So she'll be living here. She has her own separate bedroom, and she has the apothecary trait. Everyone else will be living in tents, but we got some archery, a couple archery going on, some gardening, and I guess working on some debate. I don't know. But I am so ready to jump back in. First time recording since I got back from my trip, so it's been like 2 weeks since I've recorded and I've missed it. So my trip was amazing. I can't wait to go back, specifically to San Diego because there's so much more I want to do. But oh, yeah, it is middle of the night. Night on the town, awful. It took them a long time to all get here. But let's introduce who is joining William, who is the only one of our family to be drafted. So we might recognize Alan. I did go through and do actual roles for different households. So Alan, he unfortunately was also drafted. We have Gardy for Teeny, who is Jade, our cousin, her husband, and we've kind of seen him throughout the series. He is the oldest. And then we have Caspian, who, okay, is just sleeping out here. That's fine. You do you. Caspian Smith is Elizabeth, her husband. And then lastly, we have James Landgrab, the only teen. Oh, yeah, these are like, I think, half walls. So James, the only teen, he is probably the one with the most money here. He's a land grab. He unfortunately got enlisted this time. So we're not going to spend much time here, but just kind of introduce that we might pop in. And I also want to add a nurse, so that's why we have a Summer. If it will let me. Okay, time has frozen. I did update a bunch of mods. I think there's still some that need to be updated, but this has been a little glitch for a while. But one of the reasons I was adding Summer was for potential drama. So I might set these guys to unplayed so they could have drama. Just make sure that they don't move. We don't want anyone moving in, we don't want anyone moving out. So hopefully MC, with my settings, it doesn't override the neighborhood stories, but it's possible. So it is 3 in the morning. I think we should head back to the main household. We got some big things happening this weekend. And also we are in what year? I need to remind myself. So we are in 1337, first day of 1337. And yeah, we have Thomas who'll be aging up. We also have Marie's husband who will be dying. So plenty going on. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's head over. So I wanted to play through the night and we start fresh in the morning, but in the short time that the game has been running, we've had some babies. So Marie and Philip had twins, and then Lyric and Cecil also had a baby. So I think we just need to bring up the family tree real quick and see what we have going on here. So let's start with Cecil. Looks like Cecil had a daughter, so Renee. I like that name, Renee Rich. And also I will forget, so I have to write everything down so I can update and keep track. And now for Marie, they had two girls, so Dawn and Esmeralda. I think maybe we'll keep Dawn, or no, we can keep both. Why not? I don't know if they would name Esmeralda. I don't really know history of that name, so we're gonna go for both. So Dawn and Esmeralda, so they still only have James and Michael, so no new boys. And unfortunately, Philip dies tomorrow, so that was kind of their last chance at another boy. but ooh, we do have to do rolls. So maybe we'll do those real quick, and then if one of them doesn't survive, we'll pop in when we do fill up tomorrow. Because I will forget to roll for them. So let's do Marie, then Dawn, Marie, then Esmeralda. So no ones for Marie. And she makes first child. And then Dawn, no 5, 10, 15, or 20. Dawn survives. Marie again. Makes it. And lastly, Esmeralda. Esmeralda does not make it. So when Philip dies, Esmeralda's gonna die, unfortunately. But we're not gonna jump into the sadness just yet. Last episode, Patrice met Roger, who I'm very happy that they get along. So I think we might invite him around so Thomas can meet him. Like, he is a teen, but he has his own home. Doesn't have any family, but he works. He's pretty well established. So I think it might be a good match. And we are going to need some money for the dowry. But there's some cleaning up that needs to be done. Middle of the night, get them to sleep so we can start fresh tomorrow. Well, they didn't get a whole lot of sleep. When the toddlers woke up, Anthony, and he is going to wake up Henry. So some of them are mostly rested, but they're all grieving, and yeah, it's pretty rough. So we must play hide and seek. I do have the Adventure Awaits, obviously. I have not tested to try to do like a getaway for the war camp. I think that might be a little bit complicated for me. So I haven't played with this pack yet, but I might replace like the archery that we have. This might need to be updated anyways, because we have the skill in game. But this one, the CC one, it has smaller ranges, where you can do like short, medium, long. So it kind of fits in places a little bit better than the one in the game. So we might swap it out. We'll see. And I also did just check. Why is this glowing? Oh, the 4-minute moments. I don't really know this. I haven't really looked at these. So Henry has the think of others. Remember, he's evil. So Henry loves animals and other Sims. It's nice to think of others, and Henry wants to really push himself to do it more. When Henry grows up, he will have a harder time building negative relationships with family members because he has become so thoughtful. And it says, like, challenge. So I don't know if you have to, like, do stuff for it. I don't know. But let's see what Isabella had, because I'm still keeping track of them, but we're not doing any rolls or anything like that. So under Matthew, Isabella had Yvette. We might just keep the names. I'm not gonna worry too much about them. So she had another girl. So still lots of children being born. But still does seem to be like the generation of girls. But it's 7 a.m. Let's see what chores we can get you to do. Why don't you... Do you guys have food? I can't really tell. So you're gonna, I guess, feed them. And then clean the coop. We might have to call out Gertrude. So, sorry, Alexander. Let's... Wait, does she have food? Kinda. You will clean the shed. And how is Blue doing? Yeah, just such like negative relationships with everyone, but sorry, there's like sirens happening outside. I do want Beatrice to try to befriend him. I wonder if because she's a horse lover, it might be a little bit easier. Okay, we still have some fish head stew left. Why don't you come and clean up? Thomas, Anthony's just making a mess. I think we need to do some laundry. We're gonna search pockets because we need money. So not too many chores to do right now, which is good. I think all the kids are doing perfect. Perk of coming back in like the middle of the night. And what I did forget to add when we were at the war camp, so when we do their roll in 5 years to see if they survived and go home, I'm gonna add extra rolls. So not they won't be like death, but maybe they got like injured or they received a commendation, so they could get a little bit of money or like maybe a sword or something like that. I might add a few things just because like there'd be stuff that happens and to kind of maybe make going to war not as bad. And there are plates just like floating. My game like kind of freezes for a second at times, so I do need to go through the rest of my mods. I just wanted to jump back in. Okay, we might have some clean clothes for a little bit. Go hang those up. The other toddlers are still sleeping away. The girls like to sleep in. Anthony, you're gonna be very tired soon. But Patrice, did you? What was I having you do? Oh, you're supposed to like clean up. And then I might have her just like chat with Thomas and be like, I met this guy when I was selling my socks, and I think he might be the one. You want to rub or scratch a horse's neck? We'll see if Blue will allow it. Oh, I just love this pop up. Philip dies tomorrow. It's very aggressive. Aww. Hugging Anthony. So, demand independence. I mean, hmm. I don't know. Would she? She's like feeling pretty sad right now. She's likable, optimistic. I don't know if she would demand independence, but it could be like the grief. So she's just gonna have a deep conversation and be like, I really want you to meet this guy and just kind of see what you think. It still will be like a while before she does like get married, but I imagine maybe a couple years because we need some help here, and it depends on what happens with Thomas. Yeah, see, he's like kind of like on board. Like, yeah, let's see what this guy's about. So we're gonna invite over Roger. I think technically he's supposed to be like working. Oh, Anthony and Thomas are supportive. Here Roger is running up. Let's invite him inside. Father Winter wants to get with Kayla, who is Marie's sister-in-law. I'm gonna say no. I have Father Winter set so that he doesn't move in. He stays in kind of like the managed world, like the whatever that thing is, managed families thing. But all right, Thomas, let's like friendly introduction. Oh, what do you? He's already just like making himself at home. Oh, Bran can babble. Cute. Okay, there's like slight green with them. We can trade for a new collectible. Huh. And Thomas did get a really cute like bucket list. Wants to be seen as a role model for his family. That is cute. So Thomas is just gonna try to get to know Roger, like get a feel for him. Financial status is doing okay. Of course, that is the first thing he thinks about. Oh, no, Howard's calling. Sometimes it seems like you just sprang up out of nowhere. We've never discussed your childhood before. What kind of things inspired you when you were as a kid? I don't. Oh, recall a lost form in a moment. Huh. Oh, okay. Um, I haven't looked at these too much. Wonder what he would be. I mean, I think they all would be childhood grief survivors. But I think I would say like super sibling because he was, I think, got along well with everyone. Or he could be like thoughtful child as well, but we're going to just say that. And Thomas is going to try to discuss like healthy relationships. Like he wants to make sure his daughter is going to be well taken care of. Okay, so they're kind of like getting along, like not super high friendship, but I think Thomas is going to be a little reserved. And let's see, can he arrange a marriage right now? Oh, Henry likes affection. Our evil child loves affection. So, but I think Thomas is kind of satisfied so far, and will allow for Beatrice to do her own. Here it is, arrange a marriage for self. I was like, where did it go? What is Agnes asking? She wants to sing a song. Aw. Okay, Thomas is now like neutral about having children. That's probably a good thing. His most recent struggles in interacting or raising children are souring the prospect of having more right now. I'm gonna say yes. Oh, okay, I think I have to do marriage of convenience. I was doing it wrong because he doesn't have any other family. Which I don't think it's really like convenience. I think it's like kind of what she wants. And maybe he does too. I think, okay, that looked positive. Yay, they're betrothed. Okay, so, I mean, we're not gonna wait until she's an adult to get them married, but we'll wait a couple years. But I'm just happy that they are promised to each other. I think the betrothals make it a little bit more complicated getting them married. You have to undo some things and then like kind of give them romance and all that. So we'll see. I haven't done it in a while. Oh, we have a hen chick. But we need money before that because we don't even have enough for the dowry unless we go into the business funds. Everyone's gonna be hungry, so time for you to cook. I'll help clean up a little bit. See, there we go. So we'll make some pottage. I'm bringing below raspberries. So I think someone fed him. Okay. Oh, need familiar face. He's like, who's the strange man in the room? And so I think, why don't you, while you wait for food, come and let's craft something. Maybe we can craft a gnome to sell. What would be like a bear gnome? And Alexander's cleaning up. We don't have much stuff to sell, but we do have some knitted items. Oh, and we can, okay, it's only a common marble, but I'm gonna give it to Thomas. Oh, and I bet this is all spoiled. Ah, it's foul. Okay, yeah, I forgot to move the food out of her inventory. We can sell one knitted item per day. So, 25 bucks. Not great. And I think I mentioned before about changing, okay, Roger's leaving, about changing the store to like a businesses and hobbies model. But I think we'll leave it the same how it is right now, at least for a while. There was a reason why I was not going to change it. I thought about before my trip. Oh, Henry and Esther are difficult. Okay. But I can't remember exactly why, but I think it was just going to be like easier maybe with like our build items I think you need specific shelves to sell on the other way. I don't remember. Okay, you can eat. You made food. Oh, and I am sweating now. I'm not used to it being October and like 80s, so it's getting a little warm in here. So we'll make this gnome and then Thomas can eat and we'll try to make a little bit of money. Alright, good job. And Blue is watching over the chickens like a good stable horse who's not fighting anyone. Oh geez, Alexander is kind of wrecked. So I think we'll just take Thomas this time. And what were the birthdays coming up? So we have, I thought, when was Tom? Did Thomas already age up and I missed it? No. Okay. I thought he was aging up this weekend, but I was wrong. Oh, okay. Wow. I had that. I was thinking it was like this weekend Thomas aged up with Philip dying. Definitely wrong on that. He doesn't age up till 1340. How does that feel not right? It could be. I don't remember. Um, so Philip, yeah, I thought it was the same day that Philip died. Hmm. Hold on. I'm gonna double check. So this is up from my last video. Yeah, it is Thomas's birthday tomorrow. How did that happen? Looks like all the other birthdays are correct, I think. Yeah. Why do adults have longer lifespans now? But I do my lifespans with MC Command Center. I'm confused. It is Thomas's birthday tomorrow. So that is the issue. This is saying 50 for young adult, and it's supposed to be 40. Um, so, all right, let me. I'm gonna have to cheat out a computer so I can adjust this, and I might need a restart just so that I don't mess anything up. So let me fix this real quick. So I don't know why it says 50 because it's set at 40. So I don't really know how to fix this. Um, we are going to age him up tomorrow. So I will add kind of a note, and then I guess moving forward, if this is just kind of default, I do have the most updated MC Command Center, but I think it did say that more updates are coming, so that might be the issue. So I don't know. We're just gonna leave it for now. I'm gonna cheat back the money and that we just spent on this laptop. Okay, so many. Here we go. This is like a CC, like grungy laptop. It was the cheapest. But we also need a cake. So Thomas will, we will have to send someone to get ingredients. I mean, you can go, I did glitch them out, but here. We are just going to use the chamber pot. Everything's so a mess. And then we're going to the store. But I'm glad I'm not going crazy. So I thought, like, how was I thinking this for so long? Okay, we're at the store. I did add a bench inside for customers, and then we had a couple more counters over here if we need it. And I am adding an employee-only room. Eventually I'll have, like, maybe the woodworking table will be a little cot for them to nap, and just, like, some extra stuff. That's kind of why I want to do the business and hobbies model, but like I haven't done like a retail store with that, so I didn't want to change everything and then it to not be what I wanted. Oh, and we're just out here making a snow angel. But Agnes is here and a child. So we did go back down to a 25% markup, so hopefully this will do better than the last time. Of course, now there are like children here. Dougie Perry, I think, is related to. No, the other child was Perry Fry. Fire. Never mind. But I guess maybe it would have been good to bring Alexander with the kids, but that's okay. And so I did use most of our business funds. We're only down to like 162. We had like 1,600. So we could have paid for the dowry, but not right now. Oh, Agnes is calling. She's right in front of you. Ooh. Do we want... She's offering us money. Ah. But, and we don't know if Thomas is going to survive, so I don't want to be like, yeah, give me money, and then he has to get married. Because we don't know if he is going to get married again. It would be too bad if we couldn't be like, hey, can my child get married instead? instead, um, I feel like maybe she wants to just make a donation. She is like, hmm, I'm trying to like rationalize this in my mind. I think she just sees like you're doing such a good job in the community. We have extra funds that we are distributing, something like that, some sort of welfare type thing. Under what conditions? And I am just going to say that it's mostly for the business. So we are going to transfer. So we're going to transfer like 2,000 of that into the business. So yeah, that's somehow that works in my mind. I'll come up with a reason. But we can pay for the dowry. We only needed 500 for that because Roger is poor. And I guess since now we have money, instead of just Thomas making snow angels and clapping at the snow pail, let's have him be productive. Okay, we have a refrigerator. Oh, we should probably also get like a trash can in here. So a refrigerator, a bed, and a woodworking table. That's kind of what the employee room is for now. Let's craft a little bunny sculpture. Oh, and Agnes now wants to buy something. So we did get here pretty late. It was like 5 p.m. So yeah, it's kind of late night. Oh, and this child also wants to buy. So we're definitely not going to make much money. But Agnes gave us a generous donation. And you, 153. Okay, so that's a little bit better than I was thinking. Okay, now Thomas wants to go sleep. So he can like stay at the store a little bit longer now that we have some facilities for him. Oh, and someone else. We gotta wake up. We heard them yelling. We have unfinished cross stitch. My bad. Okay, 178. She bought the unfinished one. Nice. So remove that. And we might get you home. So how much have we made? We made 622. Oh, hold on. We got another guy. Okay, I think that was it. So unless someone buys something in the next like few seconds, we are closing the store. So 773, and we will take, I think, like 350 to the household. And now we can go home. It's 11 p.m. He's like, I'm going to bed. No, you can go sleep at home. You got lots of children. Patrice, I'm sure, has her handful. So we are starting at Marie's, and babies are crying. Just got their pop-up too. That is the Esmeralda and Dawn, both their birthdays. I was just kind of like looking at their relationship panels, and I want to know what happened. And so Henry, the grandfather, hates his son. Completely hates it. Doesn't really like Marie. I think Robert Bauer's a neighbor, and I don't know who Anas is. And then Philip it's just his father that he hates. Marie, I don't know what happened between her and Eleanor, her aunt. So, yeah, and Elizabeth. I mean, I guess something with Eleanor's family because, that's Elizabeth is Eleanor's daughter, but gets along with Joan. Um, yeah. So it's just, I think like the kids don't really have any like negative with anyone. They also, I was wondering if the person that Lauren was talking to in the last episode, that they're not on the friend list. So I don't know if that is still broken or where they don't know anyone that's not on their family tree. I forgot to check with Alexander to see if he still knew that one kid. But yeah, because James, I thought would have met Perry, but maybe not. So babies are crying. We're going to age them up. And then unfortunately I have to say goodbye to Esmeralda and Philip. So you are right here, so you can take care of this. I think it's a dirty diaper. Yeah. Oh no, Marie's on it. Never mind. They're just waking up everyone. Babies are settled, so let's age up this one. That is Dawn. And then you will age up Esmeralda. I mean, technically we can have them try for another baby, but they have a completely full household. Well, until Esmeralda dies. But oh, she was gonna be Sunny. And do you have red hair? Oh no, there's like some CC. And Don Wiggly. Aww. So I will give makeover to Dawn. Normally when I've seen Esmeralda, yeah, she's got like red highlights. Um, Esmeralda would be a stillborn. And Obi keeps getting away of everything, the cat. He would not let James sleep. So I think let's just pop into cast with Dawn real quick, and then we will say goodbye to two Sims. And I forgot I was gonna make a wheel for like causes of death, so I need to remember to do that. Okay, Dawn is Brandy is oh that is Matthew's dog. Okay. But where oh there she is. I'm like, what happened to our infant? We have a very full household. But here we have, let me just like slowly move. Here we have Dawn, who we actually need to do another death roll for because she's an infant. So let's do that very quick. And I did find a cause of death wheel for really any life stage. There's a few different, so we'll do that for Philip. So infants need to avoid 12, 16, and 18. So Dawn, she survives, good. So we will come here. So there's one for infants and babies. I'm just saying stillborn because that is on there. Obviously we wouldn't have C-sections right now. But then there's also one for toddlers and children, and this is teens through elderly. So let's find out how Philip dies very cheerfully. So, Philip, you are... he drowned, I think. Yep, he drowned. Maybe he like fell through the ice and drowned. So, okay. We need to say goodbye to Esmeralda. So, and then we have to unfortunately go and delete Esmeralda. So we don't want her growing up in the background. It gets a little confusing. And then Philip. You gained 2 children, lost 1, and now you are dying. So I will do overexertion. Goodbye, Philip. You had a few extra years. And hopefully we have some good luck when we go back to the main household. But everyone's sad between Esmeralda and Philip. Oh, but James is social level 3. So there is no room in this household. I don't know if Marie would get married again. She has 11 days, so about almost 4 years before she is an adult. So she's still pretty young. And all the horses have to come inside and glitch inside themselves to mourn. And little Rodeo, I mean, they have like no social and fun. He was just like standing outside the shed waiting for the cow to come out. And he was just like, kept investigating it. It was cute. And yeah, Henry, he's I think, more upset about a bad holiday and probably from losing his grandchild. Doesn't really care too much about losing his son right now. He's going to be a free roaming ghost, and we need to add him to their little collection. Okay, I had him as 1300. 1300 to 1337. Drowned. And yeah, we'll just leave that. Gravestone. But you join your mother and who? We have Catherine and Benjamin and Lucy. Oh, and I need another one. We need Esmeralda. There we have Esmeralda as a stillborn. So their little graveyard is expanding and it might need to be moved. Now, the cat might be sick. He is passed out outside. But this is a chaotic household. I always find having multiple horses like too much for me to handle. So I think we still have to wait for Grim, or is he good? Just keep being friendly, giving some advice. But no, okay, I think we can go back to the main household now. And we have a big birthday. We need to make a cake because our heirs, they get cakes. No one else does. And I'm very nervous. 'Cause, we lost Sevilla and we could lose our what? Gen 2. I don't know what generation we're on. And there's like, my face is covering it, but the pop-up that Philip dies. So we can end, I'm going to end that holiday. We celebrated, unfortunately. So let's move on. And we're coming back to a fire. Where is this fire? I'm guessing in here. Who discovered it? Bran, don't burn up. Where is the fire? Is it like in the basement? We have a phantom fire. Okay, Thomas still kind of wants. Oh, Gertrude, you shouldn't be unhappy. Do you have? You don't have food. Okay, go refill that. I'm just like really concerned that a fire is just going to pop up. Yeah, like we can call the fire department and that's it, but I don't see a fire. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, Bran, no. Here, can you? Here, no, Thomas is busy. Okay, someone extinguish. Someone grab the infant. Oh my god, this is a big fire. She can't get to it? Okay, there we... No. Okay, can you, like, at least grab the infant? Okay, Thomas is on it. Oh my god. It's getting very close to Bran. Grab the baby. Save Anthony from the fire. What about the infant? Anthony's not close. It's almost Alexander's birthday. Oh, everything is burning. That was a close one. Now go put him down out here. Okay, won't let me like just select put him down. Normally that pops up. Okay, there it is. I'm blind. Okay. Patrice, what are you doing? You're gonna go save Bran from the fire? Here, go extinguish the fire. And like, even if I try to call the fire department, it's not gonna do anything. Firefighters have been so broken for me. Oh my god. Is this like gonna burn out? Oh, and it started out here again. Okay, it's out. We only got 400. And this is expensive. That's 550. We need to replace that. Oh my god. Was there anything else? This. Okay, luckily it didn't burn any paintings. Okay, well that is a way to start off the morning. Is any of this food still good? Yes, please eat. Do we have, can we make a cake? No, we need butter and eggs. So you are going to come and collect eggs. I know you're hungry, but, and I think after Thomas eats, he's got to run to the store. Or can the kids go? Ooh, we might not be able to on a Sunday. So, why don't you try to milk Gertrude? We got 17 eggs. We got 4 hatchable eggs. Wow. We have not collected eggs in a while. Okay, everyone is just like a mess. But no one else is starving, just to be sure. Well, I hope this isn't like a bad omen for the birthday we are about to have. But it is a good thing. At least we have a teen. Alexander's going to become a teen very soon. Bran ages up tomorrow, so he'll be a toddler. Fairies. I swear I have fairies set to not leave in it. Or is it they just don't move outside in a screen? So limit fairies to in a screen. Yeah. So outside of the active household, they will not appear autonomously in fairy form. Yeah. And I don't know what Alexander keeps trying resetting you. He keeps trying to use a chamber pot and then not doing it. Okay. She just like put 1 stick of butter up there. Let's pick up a few servings and then we're gonna make this cake. Oh, that's wrong sum. I'm like, why aren't you doing anything? Pick up, and we'll put the rest in the fridge downstairs. Thomas is trying to wrangle up all the little kids and putting a couple of them to bed. It's only noon. Oh my god, Agnes. Here, come, go sleep. He just put you to bed and you're like, I'm gonna throw a tantrum. Here, why don't you sleep too? And Anthony. They're playing in the snow, like, go pretty far away, and then he's going to ask for a bath. Okay, level 4 cooking, and what'd you do with, did you put the cake in your inventory? Okay. And we are going to add some birthday candles, and then once Thomas, I think he is going to use, nope, you're not, okay. You're gonna come in here and age up. After such a chaotic morning, it's, we're hoping for something good. Alright, Gen 2, it feels like we're, like, further along, but, Thomas is an adult, so we have a role to do, hopefully more than one role, but, because we want to see if he will get married. So for the adult role, we roll to, and if they get anything less than a 9, they don't make it. Anything over that, they survive, and then we flip a coin to see if they live to be elders. If not, another roll to get the number of years that they will live. And then hopefully he'll be surviving, and we can do another roll to find out if we're going to get him married again, or potentially. So we want 9 and above. Doesn't make it. No. So there was a suggestion about so that they don't all like die at the same time, to do like a roll for the number of years, but I was going to do that, then I remembered I already do that if they don't live to become elders, and that could really be, they could live only a couple years, or they could live like a bunch of years, who knows. So I think we are going to have to say goodbye to Thomas. Oh, I was really kind of hoping he might get married again. Okay, well, how is he going to die? Starvation. Huh. That doesn't really make sense because they have plenty of food. I'm gonna spin it again. So he fell. Oh, maybe fell somehow off a blue, or there's a lot of like cliffs around. It's like I am tempted to do like a number of years, but because I already do that for part of it, it's going to get like, for in my mind, it's going to get messy. So I am so sorry. You want another child and you want designated heirloom, but that heirloom function doesn't work how I want it to. So we're not doing that. But I, oh, Thomas. I was wondering, like, I know they can, like, fall from, like, the rock climbing, like, on the mountain, but they don't have, like, the animation, I think, to do that. So it is going to be probably the overexertion. Oh. We're gonna have another funeral. Oh. Oh my, it is just like Beatrice. I think that's going to delay her getting married until, I mean, definitely until Alexander is a teen. But then she doesn't want to just like, he becomes a teen and like, okay, you're on your own with the family. I gotta go start my own. So, this is so sad. Thomas is just such like a sweetheart, and I feel like he was a really good Sim. Where, oh, there's Graham. And I feel like Alexander is like him and Sibylla, like a good combination. So, mm, makes me a little bit more nervous now also for Alexander when he becomes a teen. There's still a chance. But you will become a free roaming ghost. And I'm going to engrave. So Thomas Roach, 1305 to 1337, fell from a cliff. Oh, we're gonna put in Patrice's inventory. So she's gonna have to take over the store until Alexander is old enough, too. She's got a lot on her plate. We will also need to do a funeral. I think maybe we can do it tomorrow. So it'll be Thomas, like, child of nature, tender, heroic. Maybe he was trying to save, like, some bunny on the cliff and he fell. So there'll be no dress code. And I hate that we can only do 8 people, but for, I think, weddings, you can do 15, or family reunions, you can do 15. So I'll just bring the kids there so they won't be on the guest list, but we want to make sure we get like Marie, William, Peter, and George. Maybe I should be doing this from a different perspective, because can I do it from Alexander? He knows more of the family. Needs to be a teen, of course. Oh, if I wasn't on the family one, there was more options. So, okay, Peter, William, George, Marie. But would William be able to come? He is enlisted, so I don't think he would be able to. That's even sadder. Okay, we got 8 Sims. We're not going to hire mourners or anything like that. And just be really simple, mourn the deceased. Maybe we have a moment of silence and light candles. And he would want a light-hearted eulogy. He didn't give a will, but that's what he would want. I thought I had it set as a cemetery, but I do not. So hopefully I can edit it. So we'll do it here, and I'll see if I can edit it. And we'll just do it for I think 11 a.m. So we'll do it at the cemetery. So, oh, yeah. I kind of forgot the adult roles are pretty brutal because I had adjusted the young adult ones because they were like way too much in my opinion. But oh, well, I guess we're gonna end this on a sad note. We only played like a day and a half. There was lot of Sims going on, but maybe let me check to see if anything else has happened. So maybe there'll be some like good news. So yeah, no, it looks like nothing else. There's some like age ups, but no one in the family. I thought George was having another baby. George and Flory are pregnant, but it says the first trimester, and it should be at least the third trimester, I think. So I'm gonna go and fix that, do that off camera. But we're gonna end it with like a sad note. So hopefully next episode will be much happier. We'll continue on with Beatrice and Roger. She is going to be running the family until Alexander becomes of age. So just things are getting rocky right now. But let me know what you think in the comments. Hit the like button and please make sure you are subscribed. But I will see you all very soon. Bye.